Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be doing a wear test and review of the Estee Lauder Perfectionist foundation. Now this is one of the sister foundations to the Estee Lauder Double Wear. The differences between the two are this is not matte, this will give you a very radiant dewy finish, and it is not very long wearing, or at least it's not marketed as long wearing. I find that it lasts very long on my skin, but they don't market it as a long wearing foundation. But some of the good parts about this foundation is that it has SPF in it, SPF of 25, and it has youth infusing serum in it. So which means there's skincare in your makeup, which I love because I'm getting older and I'm getting more tired looking. As you can see, Adelaide is going through a sleep regression right now, so Jeff and I aren't getting much sleep. So it makes me feel really good that when I'm wearing my makeup, as well as when I'm not wearing my makeup, I'm still having skincare benefits. And then I'm going to be mixing it with the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. Now, once again, why I like this is because it's skincare. And number two, it does not break this foundation up. So this is already a very dewy foundation, but this just adds to the dew, adds to the radiance, adds to the moisturization, if that's even a word. And I love these two together. I had originally went into Ulta to buy the Estee Lauder Nude Air foundation, which they don't sell in store, I guess. So the Estee Lauder representative was there and she hooked me up with this and I love it. I was using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which is also very moisturizing, but all of a sudden postpartum that was just not working out for me anymore. I was clinging to my dry patches. It was caking up in some areas and I just couldn't have that. So yeah, that's what we're wearing today. And I'm also going to be putting the Wet n Wild foundation in Golden Beige on my nose. So I will say I am very dry. I'm even flaky in some areas, especially around here. But my nose that's just like the oil slick of my entire face. Like I produce enough oil on my nose to like moisturize my face sometimes. So that's why I have to use a matte foundation just on my nose, but everywhere else has to be a moisturizing foundation. All right, so I've talked enough. Let's just get into it. So because I am looking super tired, I'm going to use some of my Strivectin neck cream. I use this as an eye cream as well as on my neck, but I'm going to put some on under my eyes today. Just a light layer because your girl needs some help. Okay, I can't find my little mirror that I usually look into when I'm applying my makeup, so I'm just going to have this big mirror right here. So if you see me looking down like this, it's because I need to make sure I'm blended. Okay, so how I apply this foundation is I just shake it up, and then I apply it to my brush, like so. It's a relatively average consistency. It's not too thick and it's not runny. And I do half of my face at a time, and you have a lot of room to blend with this foundation. It does not dry down super quickly, but I apply it all over my face, avoiding my nose area because that's where the Wet n Wild foundation is going to go, but I go all around my brows. Now, as far as coverage go, if you are a full coverage queen, you are not going to like this either. I am more of a light medium coverage because I don't have a lot of blemishes to cover up. I do have a few scars here and there, but nothing to where I feel like I need to like have full coverage. So usually I'll just apply this and then I'll go in with it again and just spot conceal. So I just do 2 pumps on both sides of my face. Another good thing about this foundation is when you apply it with the brush, you don't get those pesky brush marks. So I don't have to ever go over this with a beauty blender. And then I'll just go in with some on my hand and do some spot concealing, like on this spot right here, the redness around my nose. Now when you're spot concealing with the brush, you tap it instead of swirling it. And if you notice, I don't go right underneath my eyes because I'm going to put concealer there anyway, and the less product you have, the less cakey it's going to the less cakey it's going to look. All right, and then I go in with my Wet n Wild foundation, shake it up. Now, with my Wet n Wild foundation, I apply it with a sponge because this area has powder on it, and I'm afraid that the brush will lift the powder and just make it into a paste. So that's why I'm going to apply it with the sponge. So I just literally put 1, 2, 3. That's all I do. And this Wet n Wild foundation is medium to full coverage. And then I just apply it with my damp beauty blender. Of course, any sponge will work. I just have a beauty blender on hand. All right, now I'm going to go in with the serum. So I'm first going to apply it to the brush. And I'm just going to dot it all over my face. And then buff it in. Once again, avoiding my nose because I don't want the brush to pick up any product. And then around my mouth, I pat because I don't want to lift that extra coverage that I put there. And like I said, this serum will not break up your foundation. I don't know if it will break up any other foundation because the Estee Lauder one is the only one I've been using on my entire face. But I know when I apply it on top of the Wet n Wild foundation, like I'm going to show you in a minute, it won't break that up either. So then I take some of the serum, put it a drop on my beauty blender, and dab it on my nose just to give my nose some anti-aging too. I also tap it around my eyes and on my eyelids. All right, I'm going to zoom you in so you can see my face. So it is 10:39 in the morning, if you can see that. I've been listening to Grease. So it's 10:39 in the morning. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and show you the finished look. Okay, I am done with my makeup, and this is what we are looking like. Now, I didn't use any cream bronze or anything. All of this is powder. And on my lips, I am wearing a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid lipstick from their Les Chocolates collection, and this is in the shade Sweet Tooth. And I lined my lips with a Rimmel London lip liner in the shade Coffee Bean because the Sweet Tooth shade is very cool toned. And then I just pressed in some highlighter. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see the skin. And I do set my face. You don't have to set your face with this foundation if you have super dry skin like me, but I do because I want to make sure that it is locked in. Since it's not a long-wearing foundation, powdering your face will help it last longer. Okay guys, it is currently 5:47 and this is what we're looking like, and I'm going to zoom you in. Now this is artificial light, unfortunately, and it's an overhead light. I don't have one of my lights shining on my face, but hopefully you'll be able to see what my skin is looking like. So I have you super close. Now overall, I like how it looks. It did get a little bit cakey right here, but like I said before, those places are where I get dry at, so that is not, you know, that's not weird to me. That's where I usually get cakey with my foundation. But if you notice, I am dewy, but I'm not like greasy. And then, never mind my concealer, it fell apart. My eyes were watering today, but as far as foundation goes, now it has worn off right here because, you know, I have touched my face and stuff like that, but it's not horrible. Anyway guys, that's it for this review, and I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. And I will leave a link to the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Foundation down below in the description box so you can go check it out for yourself, along with that serum. And right now, I believe at Ulta there is a 20% off prestige brand coupon going around. I know I got mine. So if you are interested in purchasing the foundation and the serum, or either one, this would be the opportune time to do that because you can get 20% off. So definitely go check that out. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next video.